Hey guys, Carlos Cortez here with another episode of Scriptures in Wall Street. I hope you are doing well. A lot of people have been joining this podcast, and we're getting a lot of viewers. Thank you for all that, all the emails thanking about their retirements, giving them options, saying, "Hey, I didn't know you even existed." I have this one advisor that basically doesn't even know what he's doing. We asked him the questions. What's the standard deviation? What do you think of the markets? What do you think about gold? What do you think about the crashing dollar? Like, you definitely need to ask your current advisor what is going on. And if you don't hear any confidence in his or her voice, then give us a call. We will definitely have the ability to let you know we're confident in what we do. We're confident because we don't care if the market goes down, up, or sideways. We have a place already, a plan in action to help us with volatile times. And we've been talking about this for years, literally years, and preparing ourselves about the color of monies, talking about the color of monies, talking about America First Timer Plan, de-risking your portfolio, refinancing your portfolio, knowing interest rates are going to drop, knowing that there's an inverted yield curve, knowing that all these things are happening way before all this stuff is happening, like way. And so I've been out here for 4 years now. 2 years ago, I started getting bearish on the market. And I was wrong last year. Obviously, it went up a bunch. I was wrong because it shocked me, but I wasn't really wrong. My timing was wrong. But now it's time, guys. Like, the markets are going up. Markets are going up. We are in a bear market cycle. This is not the beginning of a massive bull run. I promise you that. So I believe a bull run will come, but bulls die quickly. And that is my opinion. So let me say my disclosure here. I am a financial advisor, but everything on this podcast is meant for information and education purposes only. And with that being said, you need a licensed professional if you want to have advice on your portfolio. If you are interested, give us a call. We're here to help and give you advice, 813-448-3446. If anything I say resonates with you today, then give us a call or visit us online at cortezwm.com. Thirdly, you can visit americafirstretirementplan.com, get you a copy of my book. I have a book, The America First Retirement Plan, and you can simply just call us and we'll send it to you. We just ask that we have a few minutes of conversation. Tell us about your situation, how we can help, and we'll send you a book. No expenses, no string attached. I will send that book out to you, sign it, and if you're a current client, just email us at info@cortezwm.com, and I'll definitely send you a book. But with that being said, guys, let's get to the charts. Let's get to what really is going on. I titled this talk "Retirement Mistakes." Before I get started on retirement mistakes, I wanted to ask you, what is, in your opinion, what do you think the number one retirement mistake is? And for those of you that guess running out of money, you're wrong. That is probably your number one concern. It's always everyone's concern. Do I have enough money to retire? The number one problem in retirement is actually failure to plan for a catastrophic event like long-term care, healthcare. For those of you, maybe you had a mother that just recently passed away, a wife that just passed away, the cost of long-term care or any in-home facility or in-home service, skilled nursing home, any of those things cost thousands and thousands and thousands. And we do not set aside money for that. We think the government's going to step in and give us money or Medicaid, but you have to basically apply for Medicaid. And when you apply for Medicaid, you can't have more, typically in the state of Florida, I'm speaking Florida, you can't have more than $2,000 in a checking account. You can only have one car, I think one laptop. And if you have an IRA over 110,000 jointly, then you're going to have to surrender those IRAs, pay the penalty, and then apply for Medicaid. You can put everything in an irrevocable trust, immediate needs planning, depending on your state laws. And I'm not here to give legal advice, but long-term care is a huge, huge component. A lot of people buy long-term care. But the problem with that is when you have long-term care, your premiums are going up, right? The cost of it's going up every single year, and you may never use it. Some of you are extremely healthy and you're fine staying at home and maybe having somebody come and help you when you're older. Or maybe you have a beautiful family and children that are active in your life and they come in and they help out. God bless you. But at some point, this is going to be a burden to your children. This is going to be a burden to somebody if you don't plan for it. So I want to make sure that with all the noise going on, I don't care if you're in the market or you do or don't like the president or whatever the situation is. We need to understand how powerful failure plan for a catastrophic event such as long-term care could really annihilate your whole retirement. So you want to set aside some money for that. And what do we do for that? Well, there's different options there. If you have an IRA, I like taking a part of that, putting it away for future expenses. We can do this in IRA. We can use Green Money Solutions. If you don't know what Green Money Solutions is, go to greenmoneysolutions.com. We've spoken on my midweek this week about red money, green money, yellow money. Red money is going to be unlimited losses, unlimited gains, crypto, stocks, bonds, gold, precious metals, real estate, your mutual funds. IRAs are invested typically, and 401ks are typically invested in red money. So when you have red money, you have no control. The price is the price. You basically are the market. And that is okay with a portion of your money. Not all red money is completely bad. Like there's a lot of J-proof investors that are listening right now. They're emailing me, should I buy J-proof? Should I do this? I only recommend money that you can afford to lose to invest in any type of red money, speculative or not. So you need to have your homework done before you go out and play, so to speak. And what that means is you got to figure out what that nest egg is that you have to secure, your bottom line, and compartmentalize it. Hey, I'm going to start another account. I don't care if I lose all this money here. I don't care if I risk all this money here. If it blows up to $1 million or if I lose every single penny, I'm okay with that. That's the conversation that only you know. I can't give public advice, right, on your situation because I don't know your situation. And that's why we want to extend olive branch, extend our hand. You can call us and we can talk about risky investments. We can talk about real estate. We can talk about crypto. We can talk about precious metals. Is it really going down? Let me tell you something. Gold and silver are going to come crashing down if the stock market continues to rise. And it's on its fourth day of a massive growth pattern. I believe, this is what I believe in, and we're going to validate with the market and the charts. I traded the markets today, and we have some calls that we did. I actually lost a trade. First time I've lost in like 3 weeks, believe it or not. So I'm like in my head, I've been perfect. I've been swinging literally at 100% for 3 weeks. So just been fun doing it. And I'm glad to show you my track record. Of course, this is trading. This is not investing. Investing is completely different. I play in red money personally, and maybe you need to play in red money too, but just understand that it takes another set of cojones, right? It takes another set of deeper risk tolerance to risk your money. And you need to be able to look at the chart, babysit it, and analyze it, and make an educated, non-emotional decision. So that is red money. You can trade in red money. You can also invest long-term in red money if you're okay with the risk. But many people listen to this podcast. They just want to have their retirement secured. They want to have the ability to protect their monies from the Luciferian stock market. They want to protect their money from all the volatility, the unknowns. I could show you so many times the woke media, Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg. We're going to go. We're going to see. That's part of my structure on this podcast. We're going to go check out the website, see what they're saying, and then back it up with data. You see, data is everything. Like data is what we need to make informed decisions, not your political beliefs, not your whatever beliefs you have. This is totally different. This is totally different. And so I want to really emphasize that we got to make informed decisions. Like if you call a gold dealer, he's always going to say, yeah, gold is going up. Of course he's going to say that because he only gets paid when you buy gold. So he'll be wasting his time if he doesn't sell you on precious metals, right? So you got to have a fiduciary in your life, whether it's me or someone else. You got to make sure they're a fiduciary. You got to make sure that they believe in what you believe in. It's okay. It's okay to ask them, what do you think about the vaccine? What does faith look like to you? What is standard deviation? What is your philosophy on your approach? Who'd you vote for? Like, it's okay to ask that. There's nothing wrong with that. And I really feel that most people don't do that. You just buy the big names because they've been around since 100 years now. The Merrill Lynch, the Morgan Stanleys, the UBSs of the world, the Edward Jones, all the banks that told me no. Literally, Merrill Lynch told me, nope, you're a Puerto Rican kid. You guys don't know anything about money. They legit told me that. And they looked at me like, yeah. And obviously, this was 15 years ago. I was working for a stockbroker company, stock brokerage as a stockbroker training. They told me to shave. They told me, I had like this little chin strap here. Maybe I could find a picture. Mike, remind me to send you a picture of it. I had like this chin strap, I have gold chains. Like, no, you don't look the part. You don't look the part. You need to change your name to Carl. You need to dress like us. And you probably shouldn't use your last name. You should come up with another name in entirety. And so that's why I founded Cortez Wealth. That's why I have a bull. I love bulls. And I vowed not to change my name. I vowed basically not to cater to them. And it was Italians, it was Jewish people that were telling me all these crazy things. Like I couldn't make it on Wall Street, and that I didn't have what it takes. Dude, one thing you guys know about me, tell me no. Tell me I can't do something and watch me. It's the greatest motivation. I remember when I was first, I failed my stockbroker's license, my Series 7, the second time. I was fresh out of college. I thought I knew everything. I was arrogant and just naive, and I didn't like to study. So I took the Series 7, failed it by like 10 points, 15 points. Sorry, about 15 points. Studied my aspirator off, like completely studied. I think it was about 80 hours total, which the second time I studied, I added another 20. And I felt confident, but I also felt like nervous. And I got a 64 the second time. You needed a 71 to pass. And then my father came to me and he said, Carlos, it's okay if you don't pass the third time. I'm proud of you, regardless what happens. And I felt like my father gave up on me at that time. Like he gave up on my vision because I was at home. I was eating peanut butter and jelly. I wasn't doing anything other than studying literally for 3 or 4 weeks at a time, not talking to anybody. And then that third try, like I really, really got myself together. And ADD was terrible for me growing up in school. And I also get like this test anxiety. So anyways, I literally lived from sun up to sundown for 3 weeks straight, 9 to 9. That was my full-time job, studying to pass this test so I can become a stockbroker and be on Wall Street. Anyways, long story short, I ended up passing it with a 71. I barely passed it. And that one point, I always ask myself, like, what if I didn't get that point right? How bad would this whole thing have changed? Because after that third try, you have to wait 6 months, retain all the information, plus do it again stronger. And so I'm just grateful that I was able to pass tests. And here I am, 20 going on 21. So by the time you watch this, it's my birthday, right? So birthday is on Saturday. I think this is playing on Sunday night. So I just celebrated my 42nd birthday. And I'm just grateful to be alive. I'm grateful that that I'm here, that I have air in my lungs. I'm grateful that I felt God's presence when I was dying on the COVID bed. I felt, I just feel honored to be here. Don't buy an annuity unless you know how to double your money within 4 to 6 years. I'm talking about no fees, principal protection. The market goes down, you lose nothing. You get an annual statement because your money's not invested in the stock market. It's only credited by the index. And what is the number one index that I can find? That's going to be the NASDAQ. That's going to be AI. That's going to be technology. That's going to be healthcare technology. What are you doing not investing in that? You want to be able to have access to a principal protected account with no fees that has complete growth. If we look at the actual index, if you look at the NASDAQ, in 08, NASDAQ was down 41%. We made 53% the following year, a 19, a 2%, a 16%. In 01 and the dot-com bombs, we made 49, a 10, a 1. And so right now the NASDAQ is down. It's a great time to get in. When Trump got in 2016 to 2020, the NASDAQ yielded over 100%. You can now effectively get into the NASDAQ without risking your principal, have principal protection, have no annual fees, and get your gains locked in. This is not found in your mainstream broker. This is not found on Wall Street. As a former stockbroker, I wish I had access to this to my clients. Give us a call. We want to help you, and we can work with all 50 states. God bless. So yeah, having that ability to go after your goals, no matter what your parents or your family says, it's important to hunker down and go after your dreams. Obviously, I built a successful practice for 20 years later. It's the only thing I've done was to become a financial advisor. And just so you know, in my industry, like the higher you scored necessarily on that test doesn't really mean you're going to be a good advisor. Advisor has ability to have emotional intelligence to understand people's needs as well as concepts, as well as a business owner and forecast and trade. And it is a lot. It's a lot to endure. And just because you pass a test doesn't mean you're going to become a good advisor. As a matter of fact, 90% fail in my industry. And that's a real number. I think it's actually closer to 99. So I'm part of the 1% that actually has made it. Because I've kept true to my word. I've kept my expenses down. I put my dues in. I remember first starting out in a career, I couldn't afford anything. My parents are like, "Are you sure you want to do this? Because a McDonald's manager makes more than you." Of course, they would say that after spending $100,000 on a bachelor's degree, and people would graduate and get a $40,000 a year job, and here I am making nothing, literally nothing. I have no clients, and it was they didn't understand. They didn't understand. So for those entrepreneurs out there, um, keep grinding, keep staying true to your message, never give up. There's going to be some rough patches there, but someone started a business, someone started a book, someone started with a vision. Everything was started with a vision. So stay true to it, keep God first, and God will give you the desires of your heart. So that's why this podcast is called Scriptures and Wall Street, because I, um, I literally had a passion for Wall Street, but also was based in Scripture, based in the church, based in my faith. And so a lot of people say it's an oxymoron. Well, it is an oxymoron. That's the whole reason why I called it. And if it offends you, if you don't understand, then it sounds like a you problem, because truly it's my own story that I'm sharing to the masses, right? We have millions of people that watch all these networks, and hundreds of thousands of people watch these shows. Just because it only shows 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views on it, that doesn't mean the views that goes on Roku or DirecTV or other networks. So um, we welcome we welcome everybody to reach out to us. So if you have a retirement, if you have questions about what is going on, give us a call. We want to help you. 813-448-3446. Um, let's take a little break here for our sponsor, Get Me Lean USA, and I'll be back here shortly. Imagine being able to lose weight, control what you eat, portion control, hit your protein goals, and it really isn't that hard. You no longer have to worry about expensive monthly shots that you have to take that you don't even know what's doing to your body. And you can help with your ADHD. You can help with your discipline. You can help with your midnight hunger pains. You can actually lose weight and build muscle at the same time and burn fat. This is my before and after, and you can see how effective this is. Try it out for 30 days. You can cancel anytime. There's no gimmicks. It's completely clean and very easy website. I recommend you just get the package of all 6, Performance Peak, and you would totally do well with it. All you got to do is click the link below and let's get in shape. Conversation, actually. Okay, so here's the NASDAQ, guys. Oh, it was really, really cool to trade the NASDAQ. You see this little bump? I made some money here. Just trading it. I'm not saying that you get in the markets, but personally, I was able to trade this today for a quick $1,000 on a $5,000 May 23rd strike price of 52 on TQQQ. So this is if you want the leverage option, you can get the TQQQ, which is ×2 of the QQQs. But I love this index. This is a NASDAQ, very, very volatile, friendly as well, because it's very easy to dictate where we're going. So, I mean, you don't need to be a financial professional to see if you pan out. What is this bad boy doing? Like, just look at this sucker. It looks like the Shikra in Busch Gardens in Tampa Bay. I mean, like a massive drop. So this is the Qs. We have a volatility index of 2484. Remember, I told you, as the stock market goes up, that volatility goes down. When the stock market goes down, the VIX goes up. So we see a pop here. So people are like, oh yeah, let's get back in the stock market, bro. Let's do the bro investing. Did you check out Yahoo Finance? Did you check out Google? I saw this article. Man, Trump is really, really doing good. And oh man, the dollar's straightening. Oh man, this is so awesome. Like, this is the conversation. I told you NVIDIA's doing good in Amazon. Like the Magnificent Seven, that's what you have to do. Come 60 years old, are you still talking like that as a 60-year-old? You see, this is one of the major retirement mistakes. First one is a long-term care failure plan. Second one is the risk. You don't understand your risk. You don't understand the standard deviation that you're taking. So when you speak to your advisor, he or she, straight up ask them, hey, Mr. Advisor, what is my standard deviation of my whole portfolio? They're going to be like, of which account? All of it. If they stutter, hesitate, or don't even know, that means they're being sloppy with your money. They don't understand the risk that you're taking. Do we really want to have that conversation and not be confident when there is a bearish signal on my indicators? Like literally bearish. Like, this is not me being emotional. This is me telling you factual, quantifying and qualifying it from a trading standpoint, from an advisor standpoint. We have all the indications that it's going down. We're seeing a bear market rally, just like we saw it here, just like we saw here and here. This bad boy will maybe come back up. We could come back up to right here, only to get slammed down again. It's powerful. Like, you have to be extremely careful, guys. Like, this can come up here, hit this level, and then come right back down. This would be a bear market route. Now, you could trade this if you're comfortable with it. You can trade the upside, and there'll be some opportunity to make some money. But for many of the clients that have a 401k that just want to retire and enjoy this stuff, then we need to have access to green money. Green money is going to protect you from the downsides of markets and only give you the upsides. So this is the market update right now. And a huge retirement mistake is obviously failure to plan for a catastrophic event like long-term care. Number 2 is the risk. Number 3 is the fees. Unfortunately, people are paying a lot of fees in their 401k and their IRAs. They don't even know what they're paying. And don't get me wrong, I charge fees. I charge 1%. My money manager charges a 0.75 to 85, depending on how much money you have. Like, it's not a secret. It's not a secret to charge fees. We are very transparent. It's right there written. If you wanted to onboard with us, we charge a small onboarding fee. Like fees, what is how we get paid. Like it's our job to charge fees to get advice to manage your assets. If you want to manage your assets in yellow money, the stock market is going down. So you know what I'm going to look at real quick? Keep in mind, just check this out. I haven't even looked at it yet. Conceptually, I understand this, so it should pan out. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Look at the sell-off. Look at the sell-off on gold here. That is like the opposite of the NASDAQ. So you mean to tell me that people dump gold when the stock market's going up? So this is the trap that the hedge funds, the Zionists will all do to you, is they will pump you up with gold, charge you 20, 30% when the gold goes up. But as soon as it goes up and the stock market goes up, right? This goes down. It has an inverse relationship. So 34 to literally 33.17, we already lost 10%. Imagine you bought gold here and you're down 40% because they charge you 30% above spot price. Then it actually goes down to 10%. And look, this is just a start. This puppy will crash as soon as the NASDAQ takes off. If you flip this thing around, you basically have the NASDAQ. So I don't know if you guys want to go. I don't know if you want to fight against artificial intelligence and a .com.bomb, the 2025 version, because gold and precious metals will go down as soon as that stock market goes up. Even though the stock market is pumped up, it is overall trend is down, then that's when gold and silver will prosper. But you have to be extremely careful right now, guys. If you have gold and silver, lock in those profits, be done with it, and put it into green money where you're actually buying insurance, real insurance on your money. Gold and precious metals is not insurance. It is manipulated. It does not have a floor. It is worthless. If the dollar does crash, do you really believe that precious metals is going to be the number one currency? We have bigger issues than money. Like, be smarter than that, guys. Like, do not put your IRA into this nonsense. Like, it already made its course this year. You should be happy with 30% because the market was down 33%. So yeah, gold is going to go up. It has an inverse relationship. The NASDAQ is already coming back up, even though we know it's going to come headed down. Then you're going to lose money. There's going to be some blurbs, some ebbs and flows on the gold market, just like any other traded commodity. But I want you guys to pay attention to this because my trading group, we're going to make money on gold when it collapses, and it will. I promise you that. And I will keep you updated when I'm buying. So there is something here called, this is GLL, guys. When the NASDAQ goes up, gold goes down. When the markets go up, gold goes down. But check this out. What if I told you you can make money when gold goes down? Guess what? Here it is, baby. Woo! This is going to be so much fun to watch. I promise you will not be seeing Birch Gold, Goldco, and all these other gold companies talk about this. Oh, man, we're going to clean up. We are going to clean up. Scriptures in Wall Street, we will clean up on this trade. So you see the price coming down on this bad boy. This is because gold is going up. This goes down. This is the inverse relationship. And do not invest with money that you're wanting to protect or you can't afford not to lose. This is not investment advice. Just a heads up. This is for education information purposes only. But this is insane, man. Buy low and sell what? Sell high. So this is the gold inverse. So when gold goes down, this goes up. Look at this bet. Look at this run up in 2022. Boom. This is when all the stock market was going up. So 2022, we had a massive, huge Look at this look at this sell-off. It's when the stock market was doing bad during COVID, 2020, and it popped back up. You made some money there. But look, this thing is reaching all-time low. We could probably see, I don't know, $9 here, maybe a good spot to buy here. And that's when gold will come down. I have selling pressure, so it's still going to come down. That means gold's going to go up. But once it hits that all-time high, it has an average trading range of 50 cents. So this is GLL. This is a inverse ETF leverage on shorting gold. You make money while gold is going down. So basically what happens when these red traffic lights start turning green and we start seeing green clouds here, it is going to signal a buy sell. And that's when the stock market typically goes up and gold goes down. And this ETF, this actual account will make money when it will double the returns really of gold, it going down. So if it goes down 10%, this ETF will make 20%. So yeah, it is it's a huge play right now and something I am looking at. It's not time to buy it, but I'm letting you know gold is not safe. It's reaching all-time high. It is just a trade, guys. It's natural cycles. It's just natural cycles. Look at the history. So when this was going down, gold gold was going up, right? So it's the opposite. So gold was going down in 23 to 24. This was going up. Huge run up on a sell off on gold from 22 all the way up to the end of 22. So you can see the patterns on this. We are in this this downward spiral. This wave it popped up, this wave it popped up, this wave it popped up, this wave it popped up. We're just in a natural cycle of gold. We had a wave here, wave here. It's going to pop up. It is going to pop up. You wait till this all turns green. I might be premature, but it's going to be on my purple list to watch, to keep an eye on. And I'll be talking about this GLL, meaning gold is going down, and we're going to make a ton of money on this. You can buy call options on this bad boy. And it would probably be a very good swing trade, something you can hold for a few months, and you'd make a ton of money on this thing. But I really, really like this play. Not right now. Now is not the time, but it is brewing. It is setting up. We got to be patient, but gold will crash. I promise you that. Possibly, possibly by the end of this year, going into next year, and maybe sooner than that. I don't know, but it will crash. Is my prediction. I could be wrong. Could be wrong, but it's just a natural cycle. So yeah, sorry to bust your bubbles there if you lost or you got out of safe money and you thought gold was the right thing to do. You got a hard lesson coming your way, my friend, because you believe a gold salesman over a licensed professional that actually looks at the charts. If you're looking for your retirement to actually grow and not have to worry about the ebbs and flows of the markets, the downward spiral, we are in a bear market cycle right now as we speak. But more importantly, we have tools, we have AI, we have human traders, we have principal protection. It's like going bowling with bumper rails and never throwing a gutter. We have the ability to literally keep your money safe. You may not hit a pin, but you're not going to strike out. You're not going to throw a gutter. And that's what these accounts do. As long as you're okay with having access to 10% a year, this is what the wealthy do. They don't take unnecessary risk. They only want the upside. And this is how you build generational wealth from protecting your retirement. It is nice to have an account that could double every 4 to 6 years using this methodology of never having any fees, never having any risk, and knowing that, look, the index is going to come up. We're only going to put bumper rails on it and never have any losses. If that's you, then give us a call, 813-448-3446. Click the link below, schedule a conversation. More importantly, you can visit us at cortezwm.com, book an appointment right then and there, or scan the QR code. Another cool part is SPXL. I just got out of my SPXL. I already hit my target. So stock market is going down and this has gone up. Placed an order over here. And I really think that we kind of hit our target and we could see another bump down or we're going to see another bump up. For those of you that want to make money off a stock market collapse, I would look at SPXS. Again, only invest in something that you can afford to lose, and you need a licensed professional to do all this, or you can do this on your own at your own risk. But I'm not recommending this. I'm just kind of showing you this is what a lot of traders, a lot of advisors, a lot of financiers use to make money on a downward spiral. Right now, SPXS is trading at $7.14. What a great opportunity to make money off of the market collapsing. Huge opportunity. Like if I'm trading this, I like this bad boy. SPXS. The more the stock market goes up, the better this thing goes up. This is 100% bearish. Bearish. So I like my red signals here. Of course, we're using AI-based indicators as well as with human traders. And we're seeing that this thing is setting up pretty. Of course, it's not investment advice, but this is the daily. I got a golden cross here. That means it's going to go up. Here's our 4-hour red bars here. Again, this is SPXS. This goes up when a stock market goes down. On a 30-minute, doesn't look good. A 1 hour is what I like too. And we got red bars here. So it's not ready yet. Obviously, it's not ready yet to go down and buy. But I'm just, it's on that purple list, man. Like, you know, this is something that we want to keep in the quiver so we can pull it out when the stock market starts collapsing. This is going to go up. So this signals on a 1 hour that the stock market is going up because this is going down. But if we click on our 4-hour, which is hard to move, it's still red. And then if we go on a daily, now I got a golden cross. Like this is looking like it's going to go up, meaning the stock market is going to go down. So long term, I'm liking it. Short term, I'm not liking this play. So this is why I'm going to sit on it. I'm going to talk about it later. We'll see what's going on. But it's not a good trade right now. Just like GLL, I'm just going to put it on shelf on our watch list. I think it's going to be fun. I just can't wait, man. Let that market collapse. It's going to be so much fun. Like we're not even worried about the other one. I got to show you this one, SQQQ, which is the shorts of the NASDAQ. Dangerous play right now. Huge dangerous play. This is coming down. This is coming down, guys, because NASDAQ is going up. You see all my red bars here. So let's check out the 4. Yep, it's the 4 hours confirmed that it is going down. So that means the NASDAQ is going up. This is going down. So NASDAQ is going up. What happens when the NASDAQ goes up? Gold goes down. Then we go to GLL. We look at, hey, how do we make money off a crashing gold, a crashing precious metals market? We look up GLL. We buy the call options on those. And man, we clean up. We take all that profit. We secure it. We go to green money. And now we have the ability to secure our retirement. We can give a flip of all the manipulations. We can actually take ownership. We can take ownership of the stock market collapse or ups and swings, and it does not matter, guys. All I need is volatility, and we can make it happen. Get paid, secure retirement, have the income forever. This is what we do. This is what I'm passionate about. Like, it is so much fun to watch all this stuff. The more news, the more hysteria, the more VIX, the more opportunity we have. We just need volatility, and we win. I can only say that if you're a client of ours. So if you're not, give us a call, 813-448-3446, or reach us out at CortezWM.com. We are very passionate about these strategies, protecting your principal, giving you the ability to win most of the time. The stock market only goes 3 ways. It goes up, it goes down, it goes sideways, and you only make money when it goes up. You see, we have the ability to make money regardless of what the market is doing, or at a worst, protect your principal. So that's what we love to do. And this is why I keep podcasting and podcasts. We've brought in $250 million in the past 24 months. Like, we are no slouch. We have a proven method. And I'll continue to do this. I don't care who's trying to throw millions of dollars at me. It doesn't matter, guys. Like, we we are not going to change our message. We are going to be about the cross. We're going to be about our conservative values. We are going to be about the truth. And if that's you, then like and subscribe our channel. Go to Rumble right now and follow us. I promise you, we're only going to give content that is not fear-based, that is actually factual, that you can quantify it, that we could actually look at the data. And it's okay to be emotional. It's okay to be out there, but we want to base it on the charts. The mirror doesn't lie. The blood doesn't lie. The weight scale doesn't lie. The charts don't lie. They don't have emotions. And so you need an outlet that doesn't have emotions, that you have confidence, that you have certainty, that you have peace and a secure mind. You want a 2 Timothy 1:7 your portfolio, for I have not given you the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and sound mind. Do you have that about your retirement? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But give us a call. We want to help you. I've been doing this for 20 years now, and it's such a blessing to have this platform. It's so fun. I get calls all over the place, and just thank you. I'm just blessed. I'm honestly just blessed, and thank you for all your support. But if you want to continue to support our show, one of the ways you can do that is book an appointment with us at CortezWM.com. We get paid when you decide to hire us as your advisor, and we get paid by the insurance and investment companies that you decide to go with. But also, if you want to help our sponsor, GetMeLeanUSA.com, with self-sponsor, obviously. These are great peptides that will get you in shape. If you guys see me the past 4 years, I was fat. Mike, you can show me and my fattest, and I've lost a lot of weight due to peptides and walking and eating protein and just moving 11,000 steps. And naturally based peptides from a company that has God first, America second, that is not sold out to any other country but America, that wants to produce natural, plant-based, and animal-based peptides to your blood system, right to your door. They're affordable, they're great, and I love them, and they're changing lives. So go to Get Me Lean USA, get you a starter package. The Peak Performance is probably the best one. You can try out all 6. Cancel anytime if you don't like it, by the way. There's no commitment, but you get a discount. Obviously, you get your 10% discount, which is totally worth it. And the longer you keep it, the bigger the discount gets. So pretty awesome stuff. I don't know what you're doing. Get yourself some Lean and Fit, and they're great products. I love them. I've been using them for well over 3 months. I've lost weight. I've refined my chest. I've refined my muscles, my biceps, my quads. I'm lasting longer on the ice. By the way, I got called into the penalty box Thursday night. You tell me, was this a hit or the guy was running towards me? I told the ref he was running into me. I don't know. I'm being facetious. Maybe, just maybe, I did kind of like hit him a little bit. I'm sorry, but I was just protecting myself. He was coming at me, and I just lowered my shoulder. I mean, we all played football in middle school, right? It was just like one of those things. I was just in the middle of the ice and lowered my shoulder, and I can't hit in the beer leagues, even though I love hitting. But yeah, I got my 2 minutes, paid my time, and we won that game 5-1. It was so great. We beat we beat the champions, right? 5-1, the Kraken. But I'm actually going to be starting a channel called Conservatives Hockey. I'll be sure to pull up the channel, and we're going to go live, and we have a following. And also, we're going to be selling our hoodies. Our hoodies are awesome. You can get you a hoodie. I think they're only like $60. So if you want one, we'll put your name on it and whatever your favorite number is. And I think we make like $5 or $10. So all that goes to the guys in their hockey dues, so they can continue wearing conservative principles on their jerseys and representing us. So I just appreciate it. So that will be on maybe the next podcast. I'll get that up and running. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys. So for those of you that have been asking, I actually, here's a picture of me and Nathaniel. Nathaniel actually is trying out for Nest Hockey Academy in Florida. It's in Dade City, and it's a Christian prep hockey school. Pretty amazing. So keep, if you don't mind, keep my son in your prayers that somehow he miraculously can make it. His grades aren't up to par right now, and His hockey skills are there, but he's failing in the regular school system, and it's not suitable for him. So we're either going to pull him and actually do homeschooling, or take him to a private school for kids that have ADHD so he can focus. So I really feel that Ness will be a huge opportunity for him. So keep him in your prayers. I hope he makes the prep school. It's an hour away, and this school is literally off a dirt road. Check out my car. I just washed my car, and it's like white, full of dust. It was so funny. Like that's what we do for our kids, right? We'll drive anywhere to get them the best education. So, and the owners are just amazing people, conservative, God fearing people, like just straight patriots, Holy Spirit led, and I really feel that they're amazing out there, and the 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 hockey is just the best, really, in all of Florida. So I'm hoping he gets in. So please keep him in your prayers. Um, Also, you guys asked about my driveway, and it's been a crap show, man. It has been a crap. Took me 13 months to get approval with HOA, only for the pavers to be delayed, only for things to go wrong. The heavy machinery that takes to cover that moat. I had a swamp in front of my home. The previous owner put a moat in front of the house. Literally broke with a bobcat, broke our sewage drain out. So I literally have my family's crap all over the neighborhood. Oh man, that was embarrassing. But like there's just sewage just pouring out of my front yard. And yeah, so we had emergency plumbing, and that delayed like my driveway. That has taken $15,000 in attorney fees, and also surveyor fees, like engineering fees, just ridiculous. And now this happens. So yeah, I'm a little stressed out with the pavers, but also funny. Everything happens for you, not to you. So we just pay the bill and move it forward, and hopefully these guys can reimburse me somehow. But yep, that's the pavers, the driveway. For those of you who have asked, another cool thing that I did this past weekend is, I really don't want to get into it, but I bought my in-laws a condo next to us. Here's a picture of me and Sally in front of the condo. Small little two-bedroom condo, nothing extravagant. Um, but right now they're in a situation where they cannot even afford a home. So I'm glad I'm able to help them out. And all that while that was going on, if you guys remember Natalia, she broke her wrist. I told you guys that a few weeks ago, and she got her cast off finally. Um, she got her cast off, and she's doing well. She missed her skating competition this weekend because her arm is still healing. So, yep, prayers to her. And for those of you that keep on asking about Rachel and her neurological disorder, um, brain balance has been essential. She has been doing very well responding to it. I'm not a big fan of the big pharma and the medications, guavacine and Ritalin. So we've been pulling her off of the medication and actually just doing neurological exercises, brain exercises, just weird things like with your fingers and like sit ups and this lizard move and like moving your head up and down like a cat. Just funny, different exercises that you don't even realize that agitate your brain. And it's that agitation that actually develops the underdeveloped parts of your brain that your left brain actually communicates with your right brain. So, and they're always at a fight sometimes, and sometimes those wires don't. Those connections really agitate somebody, and unfortunately for my daughter, she doesn't have that ability to for her left brain to speak to her right brain without the emotional outrages, and so um, please keep her in your prayers. She's doing better. She's been without a few days without medications and actually been extremely friendly. Um, I noticed, and I have to be honest, I got slack and I wasn't praying for her every night. And she told me the other day when I prayed for her that she slept in peace for the first time in a while. And I want to apologize to, honestly, God, that I haven't been showing up as a spiritual leader like I need to be. Just give her a kiss, say I love you, and go to bed every night. But is that prayer? It is that prayer, that Holy Spirit led prayer that the Father needs to do in order to slice those evil spirits from whatever they come from, whatever school, whatever crap, whatever demon, whatever serpent that tried to penetrate her mindset and her actual connection with God. They will use other children, they will use other demonic spirits, whoever her classmates are, from their homes and try to put it on my daughter. And so yesterday, actually, I'm sorry, 3 days ago, I said, I'm praying for my daughters every night and I'm being serious. I was kind of chillax about it, like routine, going through the motions, but now I have authority. Now I have a mission. Now I have a purpose. And I noticed when I prayed with her, her depression, her anxiety, her emotions all leveled off. And I know this that when you actually read your Bible and you pray, depression goes down 40%, desire for pornography goes down by 52%, anxiety goes down by like 39%. And it's so true to pray for your children. And because I've been praying with her, she's been waking up a peaceful angel. And I have to remind myself, she is created in the image of God. She is created in the image of God. And so continue to pray for Ray Ray. I love her. She's my girl. And I've been guilty of performance-based love, right? Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you. I really love you because you did school great today. Or I don't want to love you because you've been a jerk to your brother or you smacked up your mom and you cursed this, you cursed that. We still got to show up as a father and not be performance-based love. And that has been very hard for me because I grew up with performance-based love. And so that's what I emanate to my own children. I have to break that curse. So if you can pray for me to be more consistent on parenting my own children and not in a performance based love, but an actual a unconditional love, like a warrior king, like a lover king for my children. That's what I want to be. And I'm not saying that we got to be a pushover, but I really don't want to be angry at my children. I don't want to yell at them. Definitely, definitely don't want to do that. So, but yeah, I appreciate all your prayers, guys, and it's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey. This whole podcast, everything, the markets, everything's coming to fruition. I don't know if you're in J Proof, but holy cow, what a ride that has been. I literally saw my account go to 300,000 to 1.2 million to 1.6 million, back down to a million, to 800,000 to 600,000, back to 300,000. And I started with like 40,000. So, um, for those of you that are calling about JProof, one thing you need to understand that crypto is extremely volatile. Do not invest in crypto if you cannot afford 80% drawdowns. And it's one of those things you have to sell at the highs and lock in those profits. I didn't because I can afford to take the risk. Even though it was stupid for me not to do it, I did it because I didn't want to mess up the price um, of the whole project because I am a top holder and my moves will affect the whole price of the coin. So I didn't do anything. I just let it ride. Um, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But hey, one thing I want to make sure is that remember to love your neighbor. I had a situation recently where my neighbor was getting on my nerves, and I'm like, why is this guy acting like this with this driveway? And I had to remind myself, love your neighbor as yourself. Even though he threatened to um, hurt one of the laborers that work in my front yard because they got too close to his mailbox. I was reminded to not fight back with anger, but out of love and just understanding. And so I understood his point actually, being level headed. And I really feel that's one of the toughest scriptures is love your neighbor as yourself, like it says in Ephesians. Love your neighbor as yourself. So I don't know who your neighbor is, but just remember that they may not believe in what you believe in. You still got to love them. They may be on the totally opposite vaccinated spectrum. It's a hard one. It's a hard one. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this podcast. Hey, tomorrow's my birthday, the 26th. I'm 42. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to do anything. I just want a clean house, a hot meal, and a funfetti box cake, and spend time with my wife and kids. That's all. So anyways, love you guys. Don't forget to visit us online, CortezWM.com, and to like and subscribe our Rumble channel. Please do that. We need your help there. We only have a few hundred followers. If you listen this long, go to Rumble, type in scriptures in Wallstreet. I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to check out GetMeLeanUSA.com. Lose some weight, stay fit, get healthy, get your mind right, get your sleep right, get your whole health right with a God-fearing America First company. GetMeLeanUSA.com, great sponsor of the show. I'm out of here, guys. God bless, and we'll talk soon.